Alright, you guys, we have Mr. Mac. I just did his pager intro, and this is still it. We just wanted to move down the road a little bit, and I'm getting a different camera angle now. I still have my sound box hooked up. I attached it to my body, so we're good now. But basically what I'm looking for, this is part 2 of the first video, and he's just going to move out in front of me a little bit. I'm going to do a turn. He's going to be awkward. Good boy. Good. He moves ahead a little bit, press that pager, and turn and move. So teaching him, when you feel this on your neck, turn back to me and move in my direction. So eventually that will be, basically stop what you're doing and focus on me as opposed to anything else. So dogs who lag behind, like this guy, 90% of the time in the beginning, I want to turn when they feel the sensation on their neck. But the other 10%, you can motivate them forward with it. Now, I really want some, change in their speed if you do that. So if I'm going to ask him to move forward, I really want to make sure that it's making sense to him. So here I can move him forward. That was really nice. And then I can go and do a turn. Good boy. He's ahead. Go and make a turn. So right now in the beginning, you're finding any possible excuse to get a rep in, a repetition of a turn, because some people are like, oh, he's not pulling on the leash anymore. It's like, that's not what I want from him. Oh, he's gonna poop. Because of course we tried earlier and he didn't want to go. So I said, well, you're gonna do it for the video. Good job, Mac. Okay, pretty view, yay. Are you done? Good job, let's go. Come back for that later. Feeling better now. Turn. Good boy. So yeah, anytime that he's even an inch in front of me, or I can get him in front of me, and then, so there he kind of slowed down on that pager and kind of looked at his neck. I sped him up with that pager, the vibration, and brought him back to my side. So here I'm going to speed him up, good, and then do a turn. There I tap my button a couple times, just good. So I'm starting to hold it. In the beginning I was just tapping because it was, and we're slowly desensitizing him. I really like using this work on every dog, but especially insecure, nervous, touchy dogs that are worried about, Jingle Pee? You already went once, but, okay. He turned the wrong way. I should have set that up better. Right now I'm only turning away from him, not to put extra body pressure. Eventually we will put, I will turn towards him, but right now it's just away. Good, so there I'm holding until he's completed the turn and committed to moving into my direction again. So here I'm holding, letting go. Good boy. Boots are made for walking, you know. So anyone who's practicing this at home, we haven't gone far, but we're getting our steps in. So you don't necessarily need to go all the way on your regular walk. Just work in front of your house and work down the driveway, work wherever you can, and then up the distractions. And once they're kind of hanging out with you, like I'm using any excuse that I can, but you can go up and try to get them to go smell something. It's not that we don't want them to smell something. Oh, good. We are finding an excuse to get a repetition in. Good. That one I held a little bit longer. So the sound box is there strictly so you can hear when I'm pressing and holding the button. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Good. Good. So I think this guy's pretty food motivated. I forget. I think he'll take treats. His sister definitely won't. He will. Come on, buddy. Good boy. Oh, all right, so we do turns away like we're doing, and mini recall, which would basically be him out in front of you. And then we'll see if we can get one in. So if your dog is really pulling in the beginning, you do turns or mini recall, whatever. If your dog is not moving away from you, you do turns. I know you're so nervous. He said, don't make any sudden movements. Hi, Mac. He says, that's my name. It's my name. Hi, you are a goofy boy. Okay, well, basically, if he's over there sniffing something and you're looking at his tail, you would say his name, Mac, come, or whatever your recall is. Mac here, Mac, whatever you want your recall to be. And, oh, there's a deer up there. Look at. Of course, it's behind the bush, right when I say that. There it is. Oh, how cute. It's a little buck. A little dink buck. He's so tiny. Oh, there's a million deer. Not a million. That was a little bit of an exaggeration. There are 3 deer. There's another one running up the hill over there. Cute. Adorable. Love it. Okay, anyway. Back to Mr. Mac here. Let's see if we can get a recall. He's like, no thanks. I'm tired. He's also a little bit overweight and out of shape, which we're working on. We're working on his endurance and his weight so he can be happier and healthier. Oh, perfect. So this would be a mini recall. Mac, come. Holding, good boy, yay, good boy. And then you would treat him. So basically the only difference between a mini recall and a turn is that for a turn, I don't know if you can even see me, but for a turn, I'm moving away from him and he's following me. For a mini recall, I would call him, good boy, and I'm facing him, good, and then come into here, good boy. Oh, I know, I'm scary and I don't have a treat. So that is a lot more pressure on a dog, facing them and bending down. So if you have a fearful or nervous dog that doesn't want to come into you, I'd wait on that until they're better at following you. It's way less emotional stress on them. That sounded really silly, but it's way less like body pressure. Eventually I want to get them over that, but it's one step at a time. And we, it's part of building somewhat of a relationship and trust in the dog, and everything isn't so scary. Come on. Good. Good boy. So when I do add treats into this, it would be pager, turn, and then a treat, but I don't have any. I don't think he would really want to take them right now. Normally I don't use treats in the first session unless it's a puppy, because they are typically too worried and like, what are you doing? Come on. Good boy. They're too worried about, something new or whatever's going on or whatever. Oh, he sees a cat over there. So here, the cat's in front of us, but I'm still gonna get a rep in and speed him up towards the cat. Because sometimes people or your dog will start being like, oh, come on. Good. Like, oh, there's a cat up there. And it's like, oh, well, I can't do a turn because they're lagging behind me. You can speed them up towards that cat and then do a turn. There is no problem with that. Alrighty, guys. I'm out of shape. Just kidding. I just always get out of breath walking up these hills. We live on a hill. It'll keep me young. Come on, Mac. Good boy. That was really nice change. There he is. We're gonna do another turn. Good boy. Come on. Good. Good boy. All right, guys. This is what we're doing. Find an opportunity to do your turns wherever and whenever you can. If he looks at something, do a turn then. I missed the opportunity, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Because there's always an opportunity for a turn. This guy's over there being loud. And that's scary. That's scary. Here's a turn. So if I come across a distraction, we just start doing our turns right there. And then once he's kind of over it, we just keep walking. All right, guys, we will talk to you soon. Good boy, Mac. So, yeah, whatever. Okay, goodbye.